very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. On the clock. And it's Russell missing.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Morant passes to Adams. Gobert pulls it in. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. McDaniels kicks to Russell. The 3. Nice again. Here's Gobert. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Here is Russell. And just about a minute into the first quarter.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. A kick out to Towns. Just 3 to shoot. Good. That's Russell picking up the assist.
And that's why Cat went first overall. This dude is 6'11" with perimeter skills, a sweet shot, and unstoppable when he's on.
Outside for Jackson. And again, Memphis no good. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Morant against Russell. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Towns, a screen on Morant. Russell dishes to McDaniels. Out to Russell. Lets it go with a 3. Kept alive, Minnesota. Edwards passes to Towns. Back to Edwards. To the left side wing. Launches it. Karl Anthony Towns, and that's good. Towns has got 5 points so far.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Morant outside. Out to Brooks. Outside Jackson. Into the lane. And the dunk by Jackson.
There are not many players of his size that can go off the bounce and throw it down like Jaren Jackson Jr.
Morant against Russell. Outside Edwards. Outside Towns. From the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Russell kicks to McDaniel. Edwards against Bain. Gobert down low. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Here's Morant. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Edwards inside, guarded by Bain. Out to Russell. Over in the corner, Edwards. And Edwards Adams with the stop.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Russell passes to Edwards. There's the dish to Gobert. Here's Towns. Crafty move.
And shooting against Adams, very challenging. He's an assertive defender.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves ahead of 5. And we'll be back with you right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one. And no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Towns dishes to McDaniels. And the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Morant outside. Lets it go from the wing. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Grant. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Towns wide open. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket. The Grizzlies trail by 7.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota.
He's finished. He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
The kick out to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Towns has got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
It's Morant with the drive. Payne for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Towns. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Russell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Towns for 3. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing here by 8. Nice D from Russell. Timberwolves have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 6 points.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you. Owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. And he drives in. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Minnesota leading by 10. Lets it fly. And Russell gets it to go. Russell's got his first basket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always blades hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Towns against Brooks. Here's Bain. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Outside, Russell. To the middle. Edwards passes to Russell. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Edwards. A three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Seconds left in the first half of the game. Up top, Russell. Back to Edwards. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Morant. On the wing, Bain. Takes a 3. The shot off that time. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Karl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So,
all right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back. Third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
We've got Prince. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Morant. Prince in the corner. Sinks that one from the post. And the Timberwolves lead by 10. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
It's Prince on the wing. Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Morant. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Right side, Jackson. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. The kick out to Williams. Hits it from 3-point range. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Going to high school in the L.A. area, Zaire Williams played on a loaded team.
Yeah, of course, Zaire was a first-round pick in 2021, but he was the high school teammate of B.J. Boston, who was also selected in that draft. You throw in the sons of LeBron and D-Wade, and look, let's just say those gyms were sold out.
Jones, no one around him. Offline with his three. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Prince. Back to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. McLaughlin's got his first points in this one.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Jones. Reed with the block. Here's Noel. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Right block shot. Here's Reed. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Jones, the pass to Conchar. Elbow shot is on the way. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Timberwolves leading by 9. 1:44 left to play here in the third. And there's a whistle that goes on John Conchar. That's his first foul. There's the pass to Noel. Back to Prince. Shot clock at 6. Noel passes to Prince. Beyond the arc. No good. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Fires the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Conchar's got 5 points in the quarter.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Anderson outside. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. Prince in the corner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And both free throws good for Prince. 56 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside, Jones. Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Jones. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
The kick out to Anderson. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Jones, the pass to Conchar. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Clark finds Jones. Inside. It's tipped. Prince outside. Got it up. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in the driver's seat. Up 8 points. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Minnesota leading by 8. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. And they double up Morant. On the wing, Bain. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Russell dishes to Towns. Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Natural move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Morant scanning the floor. On the wing, Bain. Back to Morant. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
A great scorer. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
John Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
And so Russell hits them both. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Russell. Outside, Bain. Takes the three. That shot is off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to McDaniel. Stolen by Brooks. And it's Memphis on the break. Morant with the ball.
He's got an elite combination of speed and athleticism. Morant, he is special when he gets out in the break, though.
Outside Edwards. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Here's Morant. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves. He misses the free throw.
You know John Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
Timberwolves leading by 10. McDaniels fights Gobert. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 2 or 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Back to Russell. Out to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Towns for 3. And they'll get another chance. And a deep 3 from Russell. Kept alive.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip.
Morant against Russell. And then Morant cramps it in.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Hey.
Outside Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Edwards passes to Gobert. Back to Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Pulls it up. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he's still missing it.
It's hauled in by Edwards.
Try to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Russell kicks to Towns. Edwards, the bounce pass. Passes it to McDaniels. Wide open look. And he hits the jump shot. McDaniels got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Timberwolves.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
But you know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh, he was was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
With the step back, Russell kicks to Edwards. Towns in the corner. Outside, Russell from downtown. Timberwolves keep it alive. Now, here's McDaniel. And so Minnesota takes the lead. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have a clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game.
Look at tonight. This could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with even says,
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Here's Towns. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
An absolute bully in the lane. Nothing the smaller defender could do there.
Now Wall. Outside Covington. It's George on the wing. The three is up. Towns with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Wall finds George. Banked it in off the glass.
This is what John Wall is built to do. Attack the defense, create for himself and others.
Russell against Wall. Towns for three. Paul George pulls down the board. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Russell to pass to Towns. Left side McDaniels. And here's Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on even to Zubats.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive and scoring the ball, they go to another level.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Leonard passes to Covington. Leonard with the ball. It's George on the wing. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Pass to Edwards. He's got a piece of it. Here's Wall. To the inside. Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Now here's Towns. Tipped away. Back to Russell. To halt the run. And the layup is good.
Towns doing a nice job with the smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Left side Wall. George outside. A minute 37 left now in the first quarter. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Outside Wall. Pass to Zubats. Here's George. Back to Zubats. 20 feet out. That's good from Covington on the assist by Zubats.
Well, I tell you what, that's Covington's game now. He's really thinking shot before he catches it.
Russell from outside. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers in the lead. Here's George. Towns with a rebound. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Russell, that's good.
Well, maybe he's not the fastest guy on the court, but quickness is more important than pure speed in basketball. Russell's handle and scoring instincts, though, are borderline elite.
Out to Covington. Fires for 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. Outside wall. It's George on the wing. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. McDaniels from long range. And that's not going to go. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Clippers on top. They're up by 5. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Clippers.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away. But the inside area is their territory. They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Picked by Covington. George against Russell. Outside wall. Minnesota with a rebound.
It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Towns for 3. That one doesn't drop. And Los Angeles the other way now. George, left side. Outside wall. It's Covington on the wing. McDaniels covering. 6 to shoot. Leonard against Edwards. The offensive rebound.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
And teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me, B.A., is his blow-by ability. His speed, his passing, his decision-making combined, but it's that blow-by ability that sets him apart when he's healthy.
The Clippers shooting a nice 50% for the game. Here's Wall, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Wall's gotten his first points in this one.
Hey, there's no denying it. John Wall has some of the best handles in the NBA. And if you're not careful, he'll make you look real bad.
George against Edwards. And stolen by Leonard. Wall finds Covington. The crossover, and good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist in this one.
You know, for a 6'9" forward, Covington really handles the ball well. You can trust him with the rock.
Towns, that's good. Towns has got 5 now.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Wall with it. Russell covering. Here's George. Pass to Zubats. Ball stolen. Edwards against George. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Covington with it. From deep. He drops it from range. Covington's got 5 points now this quarter. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, VA, dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Up top wall, guarded by Russell. For three, Covington. Edwards pulls it in. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Towns. The shot comes out. Ooh, nice D from George. For Los Angeles, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. They get it again. Pass to Zubac. Now here's Leonard. Over Edwards. Here's Zubac. And finally, they hit one. He has 6.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Russell, that's good.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Leonard, left side. Pass to Zubac. Clock at 6. The kick out to Wall. Some solid defense from Russell.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And the bucket is good. And it's now only a 1-point Clipper lead.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Covington, a screen on McDaniel. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And hold up.
The previous play is under review.
The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus is providing the officials with the necessary footage to make the call. We're seeing what they're seeing with the best possible angles.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Clippers ahead. They're up by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter
22.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, D'Angelo Russell has been exceptional here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Nicholas Batum out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Powell in at the 3.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Pass to Noel. Kennard with the rebound. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Powell. And he got the whistle on the way. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the
previous play is under review.
We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Prince. Here he goes. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, I like the energy Prince plays with. There's open space in front of him. He's going to be on the front foot and moving with purpose.
And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. On defense, the Timberwolves. Powell outside. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Kennard. And the Clippers miss again.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Prince. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Lots of room. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Jackson's got his first basket.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's McLaughlin. Out to the right wing. To the right side. Puts up a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Wow, that's good.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Prince down low. Now covers. Pass to McLaughlin. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Kennard. Down low. It's tipped. Inside. In transition, here come the Clippers. He's off on that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's McLaughlin. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Reggie Jackson.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And so he hits both. 1:44 left in the third quarter here. Jackson down low. Batum finds Morris. Back to Batum. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Far from just a perimeter shooter, I like seeing Batum go to work in the painted area.
Pass to Prince. Here's McLaughlin. Outside, Anderson. Here's Prince. Shot clock at 6. Driving inside. Here's McLaughlin. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Jackson outside. The kick out to Morris. 3-pointer. Reed with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Anderson passes to Reed. Misses from short range. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's a 3-second violation.
Oh, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Prince. Wide open look. Jump shot is good that time.
Boy, an accurate shooter with really good form. Prince is aggressive when it comes to looking to score.
Here's Kennard. No good on the buzzer beater. Third quarter comes to a close in a battle. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. The Clippers shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
They brought the hard hats and the lunch pails with them, too. Done some great work down inside.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Wall against Russell. And it's rejected. They get it back. McDaniels from long range. Here's Gobert. Missed it, even after all of those chances. The Clippers in the lead. Covington passes to Leonard. Back to Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He encouraged them to get out in transition. He said, quote, that team can be tough to score on when they set up in the half court. Let's push the ball at every opportunity. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. The Timberwolves have got nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5. To the wing on the left. Here's Towns. The kick out to Edwards. On the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
That one's no good. Now the Clippers with it. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth. George outside. From outside the arc. Sinks the tray. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Able to stretch the floor with his shooting, Paul George takes great pride in knocking down those triples.
Outside Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. No good with the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. George, no good. Minnesota has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Outside Russell. The 3-ball. Oh, he trains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
You know, we've seen a big jump from Russell in terms of his production. Now he's a legitimate scorer who can dominate a game with his offense.
Wall finds George. And here's Zubac. Count it. Good.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Minnesota's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's Russell. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Wall with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. McDaniels with some nice D. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Wall against Russell. George for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. The kick out to Edwards. Russell pass to Towns. To tie it up. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Leonard outside. Outside Wall. 6 to shoot. Pass to Covington. It's George on the wing. Oh, good D by Edwards. Well, the Timberwolves shooting the ball at 43% from the field. McDaniels from long range. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. 52 seconds left in the final quarter. It's George on the wing.
Wall.
John Wall wants the ball in these situations. A prime-time player who knows how to deliver.
Russell from outside. The Clippers grab the miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Wall attacking, and the big finish by Wall.
Well, it takes elevation to finish like Wall here, and that's not a dunk that just anybody can pull off. You got to have some professional ability to do that.
And here are the Clippers now. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
12 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. They're down by 9. 8 seconds left in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us.
Look at these rosters. Both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Albert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Right side, Wall. Outside for George. Pocket 6. Outside Leonard. Launches a 3. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Morant left side. That shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outside Covington. Lob pass to George. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on John Wall.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
Good on the second free throw. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Wall passes to Leonard. Takes it off the glass.
But Kawhi Leonard's strength through contact, one of the real problems you've got to deal with as a defender.
Morant against Wall. Morant outside. Back to Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Adams. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
It may be impossible to stay in front of John Wall.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Grant goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Here's Morant, and there's the try, and finished over by Morant.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Passes to Covington. Kicks it to George. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow.
Well, Paul George able to keep that shot high in the air. This is a dangerous long-range bomber.
Out to Brooks. There's the 3. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And it's Wall in the corner. Outside Leonard. Over to the wing. Zubac finds Leonard. The kick out to Wall. He takes it in, and Adams sends it back.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
Morant with a wide open look, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Wall, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Grant, excellent D there from George.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Back to Covington. George against Jackson. Kicks it out to Covington. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Wall. It's rebounded by Memphis. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Morant. And the rejection by Zubac. George passes to Covington. And Leonard has it in the corner. No good on the triple. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 1. On the wing, Bain. Morant outside. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. 12 points for John Morant. Here's George, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. That quarter had to take... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Jackson has the open look, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers and quickly converting.
Clippers trail by 5. Wall looking for an opening. Back to Leonard. Going inside. That shot off. And Memphis the other way now. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Outside Jackson. George against Bain. Shot clock at 3. There's Jackson with the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis. Ball against Morant. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Pass to George. Back to Leonard. Shot to stop the run. Traps in the tray. Leonard's got 5. Offense has become a focal point in the NBA. We know that. And Doris, is there a place still in this league for defensive specialists?
Undoubtedly, Kevin. Look no further than the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. Gary Payton II played that role to a hilt. He made the difference between winning and losing when it mattered most. Elite perimeter defense is always in demand.
And Morant throws it down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And the dunk by Zubac.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. From past the arc. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
and I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David. That's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Morant against Wall. Pass to George. Here's the three. That one doesn't drop. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Jackson dishes to Adams. Jackson passes to Brooks. Bain with it. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the juggle.
And Wall. Here we go now. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And George kicks to Covington. And again, no good by the Clippers. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Bain passes to Adams. From deep. Bain, no good. It could go. Can't hit that one. And so it's Memphis going into the break with a 10-point lead. On a defensive end where they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. And we'll be right back after this. For those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. So with George on the bench, here's who SuperLu's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Powell is out there with Morris, and it's Batum in at the 5.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing. I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Doors with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard out with injury. Luke Kennard had to take on a larger role in 21-22.
And he did, Kevin, and that was a theme that was consistent across the board for the Clippers. But certainly where Kennard was concerned, they relied on his scoring. And even though he was seeing more defensive pressure, this guy finished with one of the highest three-point percentages in the league.
And Morris throws it down.
Oh, my goodness. You cannot give up a lane to the cup. Once Marcus Morris sees one, forget about it.
Outside, Jones. Here's Conchar. Kennard with the rebound. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. 7-point differential. Out to Morris. And the pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Passes it to Kennard. Misses the 3.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And that one's good by Clark.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Clippers trail by 9. Outside Jackson. He dishes it to Powell. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Morris kicks to Kennard. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Kennard's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Clippers. Outside, Jones. Pass to Concha. The three. That shot off the mark. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. It's picked off. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Morris. In the corner, Kennard with it. Morris with the ball. Williams picks him up. Back to Kennard. Fires the three. It's Clark with the rebound. Memphis leading by 6. To the paint. That's good from Williams on the assist by Jones.
Outstanding pass on time and on target.
Los Angeles has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Jackson. Grizzlies with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Aldama. Here's Jones. Good work defensively by Morris.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Jackson looking around. There's the steal. Jones with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
And the Clippers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Jackson down low, working on Jones. Jackson finds Kennard. Platoon passes to Kennard. Banked in off the glass. Kennard's got 8 points.
Boy, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
Here's Concha. Can't get it to fall. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Kennard for 3. The shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Jones in the post, guarded by Jackson. Jackson comes over with the double. Clark with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Clippers trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Jackson dishes to Powell. Back to Jackson. He got it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard SuperLu talking with his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Morant drives in, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And the rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 11. George passes to Zubac. Bucket is good.
This guy is such a tough cover in the pick and roll. Paul George threading the needle perfectly. Excellent pass.
Morant against George. And a wide open look for Bain. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. George up top. Guarded by Morant. George against Morant. George, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. It's Morant with the drop. And finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
George. Zubac kicks to Batum. A 3 from Leonard. Sinks the triple.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Morant scanning the floor. Brooks outside. The pass to Bain. To the wing on the left. Morant passes to Bain. 4 on the clock. Over Kennard. They get it back. Adams' shot is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame.
Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Passes it to Zubac. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Morant. And that one, good. Morant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
The lead now cut to single digits.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
Morant outside. Out to Brooks. On the wing, Bain. Kennard covering. Here's Adams. Drops in the layup for 2.
Many players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the NBA. Boy, tough to corral when he's looking to score.
Leonard dishes to George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
What we know about Paul George is he has proven to be an elite force on both ends. He can be a lockdown defender, and boy, can he get cooking offensively. They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Los Angeles with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. And then jammed out as he goes right over. He beats Zubac.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ja Morant.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
On the wing, Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Back to Morant. Leonard with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. Rebounded by Jackson. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For 3. The Clippers grab the miss. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Bain. And George kicks to Kennard. Outside for Batum. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. Some good confidence. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Welcome to 2K Sports. Boy, these two teams are on the rise, RJ. Some fantastic young talent on display on both sides.
Oh, the future is bright, and these guys are the future. But don't look over the present, because they are already so exciting to watch. It's going to be a lot of fun courtside.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the small forward. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ballgame. Here's Morant. A beautiful reverse layup.
Welcoming any physicality on his way out. Morant enjoys that type of challenge.
Steps back. Now the pass to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Adams defending. Russell kicks to McDaniels. Towns dishes to Edwards. 4 on the shot clock. Here's McDaniels. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Morant passes to Brooks. Pass to Adams. Morant outside. And they double up Morant. Adams' shot is off. Timberwolves on offense. Right side, Edwards. Offensive rebound. Towns kicks to Gobert. Outside, Russell. There's the triple. And Bain pulls it down.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry. And it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
To the inside. He can't get it to go. And Minnesota now the other way. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game here.
First team foul.
The free throw drops for Towns.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Now, here is Russell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Russell. Kicks to McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disrupt it.
And it's Morant missing. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Outside, Russell. Outside, Edwards.
2 minutes remaining.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Memphis trailing here. Morant looking around. There's 1:47 left in the first. Driving in, Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
They get it again. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Outside, Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Towns, the pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Here's Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game. No good on that one.
John Morant at the line for 2.
So he comes up empty at the line.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, John Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
McDaniels passes to Towns. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Edwards with another miss. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Morant. That's in, and that's his fourth basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 7.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant left side. Edwards with the block. Outside Russell. The tray. It's good from long range.
Hitting three-pointers, so important in today's NBA. Good thing Russell's got the range and confidence to do so.
Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And we reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum. You're watching.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
In at the guard spot, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Outside, Towns. Edwards kicks to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The 19-foot shot. Here's Gobert. Out to Russell. Pass to Towns. Gobert with it. It's Edwards on the wing. They get a hand on it, and they recover it. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Back to Russell. Feeds it to Gobert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Steven Adams picks one up. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Russell against Morant. Russell passes to McDaniels. Russell inside. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Morant outside. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Morant against Russell. Dishes it to McDaniels. Shoots the 3. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And I like when Russell plays with pace. And that was a good shot in rhythm. And that can get him going.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. The pass to Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Morant outside.
Forget the long-range shots. John will challenge you down low.
In a moment now, to quick to take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves. Both free throws good from Morant. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Russell passes to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
A great score. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
76% from the line a season ago.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. Out to Russell. Back to Edwards. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Russell kicks to Towns. Edwards looking it over. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gobert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And if he gets looks, that cleanly Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
The Grizzlies have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. Morant against Russell. And it's Morant missing.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
And finished up by McDaniel.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Morant outside. And it goes down 2 points. Morant's got 27 points.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Russell kicks to Edwards. He dishes it to McDaniels. Count it. McDaniels got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. The Grizzlies have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Outside for Jackson. Bane passes to Jackson. And he dunks it down.
Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. Up top, Russell. Guarded by Morant. Towns dishes to Edwards. Back to Towns. 3 seconds left. No good that time.
Whoops. Caught in between moves there.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by a bucket. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Russell. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Jackson. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
Memphis leading by 4.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Here's Jones. That one goes. Count it. Jones has got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Passes to Noel, and Anderson has it in the corner from 20 feet out. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Grizzlies shooting the lights out of this building, 68% from the field. Jones, the pass to Williams. And here is Clark. Doesn't go that time. Prince with the defensive effort. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And he makes that one. Noel's got his first points of the game.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Here's Conchar. Prince outside. No good on the three. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Pass to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. He feeds it to Prince. And there's the pass to Noel. And Anderson kicks to Prince. Pass to McLaughlin. A three ball. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jones dishes to Clark. Jones looking for an opening. Passes it to Conchar. Over Prince. Reed with the rebound.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Tipped away. The kick out to Anderson. Prince in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Driving inside. And there it is for him. Richard, you grew up in Arizona. What do you think of the Suns right now and what they've done the last 2 seasons?
Oh, how much time do you got? All my friends back home are just loving Chris Paul. He has helped change the culture with Monty Williams. Great job by the front office. They have put in so much young talent, and they have coached them up. They are a complete team. And like I said, how much time you got? We could do this all day.
We could indeed. Here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Jones is running. That's tipped. Here's McLaughlin. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Anderson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Here's Conchar. Now Anderson. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Memphis leading. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. They get it back. And Adams kicks to Bain. 3-pointer. The Grizzlies with another miss. Timberwolves have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. McDaniels finds Edwards. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Edwards with the stuff.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Russell looking around, knocks down the three ball. Russell's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Minnesota.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Morant with a wide open look. All three off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Russell against Morant. Tries to save it, and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Russell passes to Towns. Oh, here's Edwards. Here he goes. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. Back to Gobert. Stolen by Brooks. Morant with it. Russell's there. The blocking foul is called as the shot goes down.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
That's good from Morant. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. That one, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. And then Morant traps it in. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about. And these two teams are really equal.
Outside, Russell. The kick out to Towns. Russell. And it's Russell with that extra effort. Russell's got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
A developing shot maker. I'm a fan of Russell's unwavering commitment to his craft.
Outside, Dane over Edwards. Six to shoot. And Morant throws it down.
Get this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion, man.
Russell kicks to McDaniel. Here's Edwards, and he uses the glass on the layup. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
And Morant throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Morant outside. On the wing, Jackson. A three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Timberwolves piecing it around. It's Edwards on the wing. Reverses. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. Oh, my goodness, the slam.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that hit factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's down.
Oh, yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play. Come through when it matters most.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
And that tacks another big point onto the lead. Great and-one play showing us now. Look at that killer instinct.
Outside, Towns. Here's Russell. Gobert down low. Adams on him. And the rejection by Jackson. The offensive rebound. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Payne against Edwards. Here's Morant. The putback. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
And an intentional foul right there.
That's a foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He drops the first one. That gives them a 4-point push.
From the free throw line, John Morant is good, but I think he wants to be great.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Here's Russell. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Yeah, awkward shot there. I mean, creative on the leaner, but the D just made it too difficult for him to convert.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean,
So the Clippers win the tip. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at point guard. Leonard outside. That shot, no good. McDaniels with some nice D.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Ball with it. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Russell finds McDaniels. Now here's Towns. Shot from the wing. Gobert inside. He's guarded by Zubac. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. First quarter of play, a minute in. Outside wall. Pass to George. Leonard on the wing. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. For so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
It's deflected. They retain possession. Gobert, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. George passes to Zubac. Leonard outside. Fires from deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Came into the league and struggled from the three-point line. Kawhi Leonard has made his weakness a strength.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
Now here's Wall.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Leonard. McDaniels with some nice D. The Timberwolves trail.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Now here's Zubats. Pass to George. Takes the 3. McDaniels with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Russell from outside hits the trifecta. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 6. Pass to Covington. Takes a 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Edwards with a drive, and Edwards slams it in.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Here's Wall. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Who doesn't love to see David take on Goliath? Their huge throwdown.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Now McDaniels. Outside Russell. Out to the right wing. The kick out to Edwards. 4 on the clock. Here's McDaniels. Doesn't go that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Covington passes to George. Leonard outside. Right side Wall. Kicks it to George. There's the 3. Towns with a rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside McDaniels. Rebound by the Clippers. Now here's George. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And it looks...
The previous play is under review.
The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top, leading by 1. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
There's so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
First team.
Outside Covington. The 3. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries. They keep capturing the lead and giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
McDaniels can't hit. The Clippers in the lead. Now Leonard. Give him 8. Pass to Zubac. Yep, that one's good.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Edwards has gotten 4 this quarter.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Knocked away. George outside. Takes it inside. He can't get it to go. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Russell. And the layup is good off the glass. Russell's got 5 points.
Again, Russell able to dance behind the screen, and once he's able to set you up like that, it's over.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA draft.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
The 3 from Russell. Edwards finds McDaniels. Russell from outside. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. George passes to Leonard. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
McDaniels passes to Russell. George against Russell. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. There's the triple. And Towns with the 3. Towns has got his first 3 points of the game.
Ah, the versatility of Towns. Unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Back to Wall. Pass to Zubac. And stolen by Gobert. And here comes the break. Covington against Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Off the mark there with a 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. And it's good. 2 points. 12 points for him.
And Coach applauding the night Kawhi Leonard is having. He's totally in the zone.
Oh, George with a steal. The steal. He's got a clear path. Edwards with it. Guarded now by George. From deep 3-point range. Edwards can't hit. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. George draws the double. There's 31 seconds left in the second. George, right side. Pass to Zubac.
When you're trying to score the ball, the last person you want to see coming at you is Rudy Gobert.
And it's Russell. That time on the assist from Towns. Russell's got 7 points in the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
George passes to Wall. Leonard for 3. No good there. It's all tied in Los Angeles. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. We've got Naz Reid. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jalen Noel, and it's McLaughlin in at the 1.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And now the T-Wolves on the break. Stolen by Kennard. And it's the Clippers on the break. Powell finds Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Clock at 6. Here's Noel. Drives to the hoop. The shot misses. Batum with the defensive effort. Well, Los Angeles shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep rim.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps when you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Pass to Prince. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Nick Batum.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Here's Morris. Oh, and Reed with a block. Here's Prince, defended by Jackson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Good on both. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Here's Noel. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Jackson, right side. Batum, pass to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. For the lead, Noel. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Jackson, the pass to Batum. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Batum. Nifty move. Can't capitalize inside. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Anderson. Good work there as it goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Well, capable on the interior to score so long. Slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that.
Kennard outside. Back to Jackson. No good with a layup. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter and grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. Going inside, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Prince doing a good job of staying in that straight line attack mode.
And the Clippers call time here. One minute left in the third. Jackson outside. Will it go? Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
How about Norman Powell and his vertical prowess there?
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. To the left side wing. To the wing, right side. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know, the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
The Clippers trail. Up top, Jackson. Morris passes to Jackson. Back to Morris. Here's Kennard. Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Anderson. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple. Anderson's got 7 points.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Leonard and Batum, the duo at forward. Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. The kick out to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
George outside. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Russell against Jackson. Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. George. So they take the lead. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
The Clippers making a switch here. Wall's checked in. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told them, quote, "It all comes down to the next few minutes. That's what will decide this game. So step up. This is your moment, not theirs." Inspiring words, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Edwards against George to the paint. And stolen by Edwards. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it.
You just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And the Timberwolves call time here. The Clippers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And here they come. The double clutch. And Edwards with a nice bucket inside. Edwards gotten 4 this quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Now, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Yeah, so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
And he drops it first.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
And both free throws good for Russell. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. George outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the previous play, so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's give a round of applause for your Clippers spirit.
That's good from George.
Now, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively. And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Towns down low. Batum's on him. Here's Gobert. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Wall. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Still possesses impressive quickness. When Wall charges inside, he's tough to stop from scoring.
And here's Edwards. Left side McDaniels. And stolen by Leonard. George, right side. Pass to Batum. Launches it. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Clippers?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You've got to be careful when you're handling the ball around.
And they forced a shot clock violation. Great D.
That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Outside Wall. Pass to Leonard. Out to the wing. The 3 is up. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. George. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
Pass to Gobert. The 3 from Russell. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
George, the 3. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
You've got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
I love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
First personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And Zubac drops them both.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Russell with the ball. From deep. Another miss by Minnesota. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And an intentional foul right there.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
The first free throw is good.
The guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the floor.
Pass to Edwards. To stop the drought. Oh, misses the dunk.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
So he gets them both. And so it's Minnesota with it. 15-point game. Here's Edwards. Off target, so no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center. And it's Morant missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Bain against Leonard. Outside, Wall. 5 on the clock. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Los Angeles now. Right side, Leonard.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disruptive.
Morant passes to Jackson. Covington with the steal. Leonard against Bain. Here's Zubac. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Now here's Leonard. Outside, Wall. It's Covington on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. From down in the low post. It goes. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year. And then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Now here's Wall. George finds Leonard. No good from outside. Morant with it. He's picked up by Wall. And it's Morant missing. The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. George with the bucket.
How about the triple drive ability of Paul George? The quick handles for a guy his size.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Morant against Wall. Morant kicks to Brooks. On the wing, Bain. Puts one up from 19. Rebounded by Covington.
and it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Morant. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. To stop the run. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Outside, George. Pass to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Leonard, no luck. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Here's Morant. Wall with some nice defense.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And George kicks to Zubac. Here's Leonard. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
Now, here is George. Covington down low. Jackson on him. Passes it to Leonard. And Adams sends it back.
This is one of the toughest bigs in the league. Steven Adams challenging opponents defensively. Nicely done.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
And the Clippers have possession. The Grizzlies making the shot. Kicks it out to Covington. Offensive rebound. Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
George with no one around. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So on the floor for Memphis, the wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. It's stolen by Wall. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance.
But John Wall, such an opportunistic defender. What a great job getting his teammate a look.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue. But that's going to change soon.
Now here's Morant. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. Here's Wall. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Wow, shot making from John Wall through contact. That's not easy, but this guy's so physically gifted from the point guard position.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago. An average number in that regard.
Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times. But you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 16-point game. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks, left side. Lots of room. No good there. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Outside, George takes it out to Covington. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard on the wing. Outside, George down to 5 on the shot clock. Covington's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's Morant missing. LA's gone 1 of 2 on 3 quarters here in the second quarter so far. The pass to Wall. With the drive. Right side, Covington. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Morant against Wall. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Zubac. And Adams sends it back. Outside, Bain. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on George. Grizzlies have not yet made a free throw in the game. 0 of 2 so far.
Yeah, they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And he sinks the second. A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Wall looking for an opening. In the corner, George with it. Lets the 3 fly. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Summer of 2014 doors. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
George passes to Covington. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Think about Robert Covington's pass to being a valuable asset on the NBA roster. A guy who was undrafted out of Tennessee State, begins his career in Philadelphia with a team that wasn't trying to win, and now has become the prototypical 3-and-D valuable asset.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him, and finished off by Morant.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Now here's Morant. Bain finds Morant. Bain against George. Brooks outside. Clock at 4. The Clippers grab the miss. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's George. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 15. He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one. That's good from Morant.
Shooting for Memphis, John Morant.
And so he hits both. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. George with the ball. He feeds it to Leonard. Up in time.
Well, Steven Adams will make you think twice if you're coming near the cup.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Clippers leading by 13. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. That's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
So with George on the bench, here's who SuperLu's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batum is out there with Morris, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Jackson, following the basket by John Morant. Jackson kicks to Batum. Out to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Driving to the basket. A shot by Batum, no good. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for Memphis. They trail by 14 and finished off by Morant.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Here's Batum following the score by Memphis. Back to Jackson. Kennard up top. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Kennard's got 5 now.
Well, guys who are known as shooters are always ready on the catch. Luke Kennard, rising fire.
Morant passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Feeds to Jackson. He kicks it to Batum. Morris outside, just 5 on the clock. Kennard for 3. The shot that time, not on target. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside Jackson. Down low, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
He got a little ahead of himself there, trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Wall, driving the lane, and Wall with the slam.
And you see the remarkable athleticism of John Wall sailing in for the flush.
Wall against Jones. Plays it up and banks it in. Clippers leading by 12. Wall dishes to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
Here's Conchar. And there's a whistle that goes on John Conchar. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Jackson against Jones. Pass to Kennard. Jacks up a 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Conchar can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up.
What a career arc when you consider Reggie Jackson. Here is a guy that literally was so frustrated at one point he considered retiring. And yet he puts in the effort and has a tremendous season.
Now here's Jones. Aldama passes to Jones. Pass to Tillman. Over Morris. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Jackson kicks the foul. From outside, off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Jones, the pass to Aldama. Off with the layup. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Jackson finds Kennard. Back to Jackson. Passes to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball. Kennard's got 11.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now the pass to Batum. It's Powell on the wing. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Now, Norman Powell has proven to be capable as a scorer. All 3 levels are part of his game. That time goes to the 3-ball.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers riding high with a 23. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Memphis. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away, just doing a great job creating chaos.
And here's George for 3. For Memphis, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Morant with a wide open look, and the 3-ball is good.
Oh, pretty stroke on Morant's long-range bomb there. When he's knocking down the shot from deep, he can be lethal.
Now, here's Covington. George, that's a 2-pointer. And that one hits back iron. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Morant throws it down.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The first one falls.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Desmond Bain.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside, Wall to the paint. Outside for George. From outside the arc. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
That was from the parking lot. Paul George very assured from distance.
Morant outside. Puts up a 3. The shot will not fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Wall dishes to Covington. Outside, George from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now here's Morant for 3. And the Grizzlies get it back. Out to Brooks. This one for 3. Goes up again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Steven Adams is as strong a player as there is in the NBA. Draws the contact there.
Second free throw, no good. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. George passes to Zubac.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Leonard looking around. From deep, Wall. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Memphis has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Morant kicks to Bain. For the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 9 rebounds now tonight. The kick out to Wall. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Robert Covington.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Wall passes to Zubac. Just 5 to shoot. And George kicks to Wall. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Grizzlies ball.
And here's Morant. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Bain. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Covington. Outside, George. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Dorisburg,